I'm having to crouch very low to get even this far. My fingers are so cold. I need to warm up. I can't feel my fingers at all. Holy moly. Oh, welcome back everybody to another camping with Tony from AB Camping. I'm in Alaska. The temperature is -11. Whoops. -11. I'm in. What a great start to the video. I'm in a camper van from Anchorage, River Wild, Alaska camper vans. Right now I'm in the Arctic Circle. This is part 4 of my videos from this Alaska trip. I'm in the Arctic Circle and I followed from Anchorage up all the way up to Yukon. So I've come through Yukon, I've come past the Arctic Circle sign, past Prospect Creek, and now I'm in a place called Coldfoot. And guess what I'm right next to, and I camped next to overnight. That's right. This is the Alaska Pipeline. Look at that. This travels over 800 miles, all the way from Prudhoe Bay, in the north of Alaska, all the way down to Valdez, down near Anchorage, which is where we will be going at the end of this. The Alaska Pipeline. And I'm camped right next to it in this beautiful area, to be honest. It's quite peaceful, lovely peaks and mountains. There are wolves, there are moose. Look at the size of these moose prints here. Coming over, just walking over the top here. That's huge. For perspective, that knuckle, yeah, that's big. And then you've got wolf prints around all over the place. I think there's some caribou prints, everything. So this pipeline was built in 1977. The days when you could get big construction projects done really easily and quickly. It carries, or it's running at almost minimum flow now, these days. Just enough to stop it from freezing. I can't remember how many barrels a day it is. Is it 300,000? Someone will have to correct me on that. And these pipes that hold it up, it's not bolted, it's just sitting on the surface because it's an earthquake zone and abduction zone and also expansion. The pipe is over 800 miles long. The contraction and expansion of the pipe in summer and the temperatures change means the whole pipe contracts and expands over 5 miles. 5 miles extra distance, so shorter distance. So it was built extra long to account for that. 5 miles longer, I think. These things here, thermosiphons, these fins, stop the heat that gets caught in these struts, these uprights, from basically dissipating into the permafrost and melting the permafrost. So this helps with that. So that these fins cool down the pipes out here because the oil inside is heated to keep it flowing. If the oil inside ever froze, that would be catastrophic. If it went too slowly, it could freeze. So yeah, this is quite fascinating. There's a 238 mile marker right there. So I'm assuming that's 238 miles from Prudhoe Bay to this spot here. And it is gigantic. I think it's a 40-inch diameter pipe inside there. It gets inspected. They say they can inspect the entire length of the pipe in, what was it, a month? Or is it a week? I can't remember what they said, something like that. There are a whole bunch of pump stations. I think there's 12 pumping stations. So they heat the oil and put the pressure back in it as well. But it's pretty impressive. This is a pump station here, I think. Just here. So this must be pump station number 7 or 8. So that pumps the oil. There's a whole bunch of them. So yeah, I'm camped right next to it. Pretty cool. The Alaska pipeline, one of the longest oil pipelines in the world. I don't think they could even construct one of these nowadays in the time that it took to construct this. No chance. I know that all the other pipelines that they build now, it takes so long just because of all the red tape they've got to go through to get these things done. And you can see here, it's above ground, and then it goes underground here. Disappears underground. I don't know how much of it is underground versus on top. I haven't looked. Maybe someone can put that in the comments. But what a feat of engineering. 1977. Superb. Please don't climb on the pipeline. Yeah. You can see how easily this thing could freeze, especially with temperatures in -50, 60, even -70 at Prospect Creek Pump Station. It holds the record for the coldest temperature in Alaska. Look at that. And you can see where the moose have climbed under it, come under it, and walked across here. Look at this. These are moose tracks. Just had to wander around. Right, everybody. God, it's cold. -11. I've had colder here. It was -27 in Denali. So here's the plan today. I'm just finishing my coffee. And if you've only just joined me, this is part 4. So go back and watch the others. But here's a look in my van. It's armed with studded tires, although the studs are completely worn down now, so they're not working. But it's a combination of studless and studded tires for the ice. I don't think there's any studs left. Tiny bit there, look, but these should be way bigger. You see the studs? These are steel studs. These should be much, much bigger. -12 now. I thought it was getting colder. Okay, this is inside. Whew. Oh, that's so cold. Oh. Oh. I really should have wrapped up before I did that. This is my cozy home, my cabin, fully heated. And right now the temperature is set to 20 Celsius. Don't know if you can make that out. My comfy bed, I've just put all my stuff on there. Yeah, very comfy, very cozy. I've got my big sleeping bag, my Arctic sleeping bag in the back there, just in case of emergencies, and also if I want to do a cowboy camp outside, then I do that. Yeah, my coats, my array of coats, so my thick Canada Goose Expedition jacket, parka. I keep saying jacket. This thing is insanely warm. I've got merino wool layer, and I've got a guide jacket for if I'm a bit more active. I've got my Baffin boots, which are Arctic boots, which are fantastic. I've used those a few times now. And I've got some normal, simple, fashionable hiking hokers. Yeah, and that's it. I've got all my coffee. Got my AeroPress coffee here, which has still got some hot coffee in there. Just done my washing up. And I have to boil everything with a jet boil, and then the tap here is a foot pump, so I put my foot on here and it comes out, and I've got 2 containers under here. Got fresh water and grey water. And here's my heat outlet. And it runs off the gas tank, the gasoline, of which I've got just over half a tank. So we've got to go and fill up. That's my next job, is go to Coldfoot camp, which is just over here, where there's a fuel station. I think we'll fill up there. Then I'm going to get another coffee from there. Contribute to the local economy, which is what I've been trying to do. And then we'll head back south. This is as far north as I'm going. I'm not going to get up to Prudhoe Bay. It's too far. And I'm on a time constraint to get my flight back and hand this van back. So I've still got another week. So what we'll do is we'll go fill up, and then we'll head back down. There's a lot of places, cool places, that I'm going to stop off on the way, and I want to try and find a place to camp by the snow monster trees. Tricky. I don't know if I can do it, but I will try. And if necessary, if I can hide the van off somewhere, I'm going to go out and do a wild camp in the trees. All right, everyone. That's a wild camp is cowboy camp for what I'm talking about. Right, I'm going to finish my coffee, brush my teeth, then we're going to get over and get some fuel. Okay, we're ready for the off. So It was a good little camp spot right by the pipeline here. So quiet. Nobody came. Awesome. Much better than camping, which I'll show you now. There is another, it's called Cold Water Camp, but it's for trucks. And there's so many of them, the trucks, and they're so loud. So this was nice and quiet, but I'm going to go over there now and get some fuel and another coffee over there. Also, the state troopers were right next to me, so it was nice and safe. And you'll see, this is just, if you, instead of turning right at Coldwater, you turn left towards go to their airport. And that little spot there, honestly, great little spot just to park up for the night. And I see they've got cabins here that are for rent as well. You can rent them online at the Coldwater Camp website. They look cute. Yeah. This is a lovely spot. If you want to come up to the Arctic Circle, then this is a lovely spot. It really is. So let's go to Coldwater Camp now and refuel. I'm looking for traffic. There is nothing. We really are in the middle of nowhere. Next services are 240 miles away north, basically at Dead Horse. I'm not going to be going up there. What a day. Although there's a bit of cloud up ahead. I wonder if we're driving back through that. So this is Coldwater Camp. I think truck drivers come here to spend the night. Wow, look at all the trucks. Oh yeah. This is busy. Busy, busy, busy. Got to find a way around these guys. Because there is a cafe here. I can go in and get a coffee. Oh, I'm glad I didn't camp here the night. Look at this. They've all got their engines running or generators running and stuff like that. Ay, ay, ay. This is so busy. Crazy. Okay. And it's called the Frozen Foot campsite restaurant. So we're going to go in here. I'm going to grab a cup of coffee. I hope it's open for a coffee. I'm not sure if it is. It should be. And then I need to talk to them about getting some fuel as well. Okay. Oh, whew. Oh, these trucks are so noisy. All right. Coffee time. There's the fuel over there. So I need to go and speak to them. I'm assuming you just use a credit card. Check this out. It's so busy. Coldfoot Cafe. Okay. Cheers. Thanks. So yeah, Coldfoot Cafe. It's awesome. They got everything. They got coffees. They got a full kitchen. They do meals, everything. They do fuel, Coldfoot Camp, so definitely recommend this place. They've got some basic supplies. There's a lot of oils and stuff like that over there, maintenance stuff. It's a big space. They must get a lot of people here in summer. But in winter, it's mainly truck drivers from what I can see. Yeah, nice little spot. So I'm gonna have my cup of coffee. Then I've got to give my credit card to the lady here, go and fill up and come back and then pay it all. Right, I've fueled up. You want to know how much fuel is in the middle of nowhere in the Arctic Circle? It is $7.50 a gallon. Holy moly. That is expensive. So make sure if you're doing this, you're only having to top up and not absolutely refuel. Because man, oh man, that is expensive fuel. Right, I've just got to go and pay. Okay, fueled up, ready to go. I've paid. There's only one or two trucks left now. I think they're all refilling. And one thing I've noticed about these trucks are enormous, enormous. But let's see if the back of this one is the same. Look at the back of these trucks. They've got permafrost, perma-ice coating the back of them. Look at that. I saw one that must have had about a ton of ice on it. Look at the state of that. That is thick, 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 grimy ice. I guess they bash it off with a hammer. So more trucks coming in to refuel, and as a pit stop they would have left those guys in the background. That would have taken them about 7 hours to get here from Fairbanks. Maybe longer, actually, maybe 10 hours. They leave really, really early in the morning, and they all drive in convoy because they like to all have their lights on together. So yeah, these guys all drive in convoy. Convoy truckers. All right, let's head back south. Oh. Woo. Oh, it's chilly. Right, here we go, heading south. It was lovely, thank you Arctic Circle. Lovely spending the night. Just to come here and say I've been to the Arctic Circle, you can't come all the way here and not do that. Even though it was a very long drive, and this is a lot further than I intended to go, just because the campground at the Arctic Circle sign is closed. They haven't cleared it. Right, so the plan now is to go to those trees. I might take one last look at the Arctic Circle sign again, take a photo with it. But yeah, the plan now is to go to those snow monsters. They have a different name here. I think they call them snow angels. And camp, hopefully find a place I can dump the truck, not like that, but park the van up and maybe go and walk into those trees and camp with them. That would be nice. I don't know if I can, but I will try, or I will park up near them and camp there because it's just so beautiful. All right, let's go. This road is just awful, but it's cracked, it's got huge dips in it. It's terrible, but it's because they built the road on permafrost and it shifts and it sinks with the heat and all sorts of things happen, and it's just horrid. It's basically a couple of 100 miles. Well, it's more than that if you're going to if you carry on north. It's just hundreds of miles of this. The van, the suspension in the van is getting an absolute pounding, she said. It's just nightmarish. How the van is holding up to this, I've got no idea. You wouldn't want to come on here without a vehicle that's got pretty good suspension. Yeah, look, we're going over the pipeline. Look at that. It's underneath us. Oh, I just want this road to be over. It's so violent. You got to focus so hard because it's so icy. Ay, ay, ay. Just stuff falling everywhere. Okay, I've just pulled over, just briefly, up to a place called Prospect Creek. This is registered as having the coldest temperature ever in New Zealand. And it's also pump station number 5 for the Alaska pipeline. And it's vast out there, look at that. And this is it. It's a big pumping station. Look at that oil up there. It's amazing. So this is pump station number 5. It's protected by the FBI. Look at that, FBI investigates any destruction or attempted destruction of the Trans-Alaska Pipeline or related facilities. Yeah, so I just thought I'd show you. This is Prospect Creek. This is number 5 pump station. I'm sure security is staring at me right now. And look, they've got these sort of Arctic housing units that are on stilts, elevated up high, because the weather here is just the same as it would be, I guess, in the North Pole, in the Arctic, South Pole, I mean. Pretty bad. And this is cool. Well, cold. But yeah, coldest place in Alaska. Prospect Creek, Alaska. Look it up. And look up pump station number 5 and you'll see all this. It's a big facility. So this is where they warm up the oil and then they put the pressure, they pressurize it again. And there's a whole load of these. I think there's 12 pump stations. I honestly can't remember. But it's a big operation. And this is a cold place to be based. Just here in the middle of nowhere. Pretty amazing. All right, everyone, bring you back on the road to the snow monsters. All right, I've just gone past the Arctic Circle sign. I couldn't be bothered with it. We've already seen it, filmed it. I'm sure there's people there. Yeah, so next stop is the snow monsters. The trees at the top, covered in snow. I hope I can find a spot to park up and really want a wild camp. I really want a cowboy camp because I enjoyed that, and this might be my last chance to do it while I'm here. And I've got all the gear, so fingers crossed I can find a pull-in somewhere where I can park up and then walk off into those trees and camp the night. Now, there won't be a fire. Let's be clear. I doubt very much there would be a fire because I don't think there'd be any wood there at all. And also it'd be a bit conspicuous lighting a fire all the way up there in the middle of those trees with everyone driving past. Look at this hill I've got to climb up ahead. Holy moly. And if that's covered in ice, I'm going to struggle. I can see trucks coming down it very slowly. I came all this way, so I knew that I had to go back up all this stuff. Nightmare. I know this is going to struggle for traction on this. I've got no one behind me though, so it's not like I'm going to be slowing anybody down. Still got hundreds of miles to go back to Fairbanks as well. Very strong here. It's pushing the van. You can see the snow, the ice blowing across the road here. Look at that. Wow, it's really strong. All right, here we go. Here's the long climb. And there's a grader coming down it now. And I think there's a truck behind him. Two graders. That's why they were going so slowly. Look at this guy. Wow, he's got his snow plow down. Awesome. Look at this hill. That looks icy. Alright, here we go. Punch it. You've got to go so fast just to get momentum. And then the second you hit this snowy ice, traction control kicks in and you start slowing right down. Come on. Yeah, my traction control light's flashing away at me. Come on. looks like road surface, but there's ice under there. Under that grit. Oh my God, it's wind. Come on, come on, come on, you can do it. Good job this van's got lots of power. Doing 4 miles a gallon coming up this hill. Come on, we're almost there. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, it's got traction. There you go. Oh, it's okay. I've only got another 20 of those to go. Oh dear. And then all the way back down again. Look how vast that is. It's just ice and snow for miles and miles and miles. What an amazing place Alaska is. We're at the Yukon River. I forgot that this was first. So I'm going to fill up with fuel. Just top up. Always top up when you can. And then I'm going to take you down to the river. And we'll go and have a look at the Yukon, which is enormous. So this is where we filled up the Yukon gas station. This is where we topped up yesterday as well. And they're open from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Now that's deserted compared to yesterday. So you've got to do the same deal. You've got to go in, drop your credit card off, just tell them which one you're going to be using. Here we go, and you get a padlock. Right, I'll go and sort this out and then we'll go and check out the river. Filling up. It's another one that's very, very expensive. $7.50 a gallon. I wonder how many gallons I used on that back. It should be about 8 again. Oh yeah, it stops, but yeah, it's around 8. All right, let's go and check out the Yukon River. Whew. It's gonna be chilly out there, so I'm completely wrapped up because it's minus 13. And even though it's sunny, the sun here does nothing. It's just got no power to it at all. It's just freezing cold. So this place, by the way, the Yukon gas store, let me show you. It's actually called the Yukon River Camp. It stretches quite a way back, and it's even got lodging. So it's got rooms, basic rooms, I guess, for truckers. A lot of truckers park up here, get fuel. It's got showers and stuff like that. Pretty useful. Okay, so this is river access, barge traffic only. So I guess barges use it in the summer. And look, I've got my baffins on. I am suited and booted. I've made the mistake of thinking, it's just a quick walk. I've made that mistake before here. And then being absolutely frozen solid. So I'm not taking that risk because it is really cold. So here's the river access. The Yukon River. I can't tell you how many times I've seen movies or shows, stuff like that, Life Below Zero, that sort of thing, where it's featured the Yukon. And then in spring or summer, when you get the ice break up, all these lumps, huge chunks of ice flow down river. And it looks quite scary. But look at this. Look at that. silence. I mean, you could go for miles on this thing on a snowmobile, and I'm sure people do. Now, I don't know how long the Yukon is. I don't know how wide it is, thick it is, deep it is. I have no idea. Someone will, I'm sure, put that in the comments. Looks like someone's been fishing here. So we're on the river now. Is that a nice fishing hole? I don't know, maybe someone's just playing. Look at this. I can't believe I'm standing on the Yukon. This is amazing. Whoa, okay, snow's deep. Don't venture off where other people have walked. But look at this. You would think it was a lake, but that's the river Yukon, or the Yukon River. And I'm assuming the pipeline, the Alaska pipeline, must, because I can see it up there. There's the pipeline. So that runs alongside this bridge. Oh, and there's the ice. That's the ice. Can't imagine how thick this is. Yeah, the pipeline runs alongside the bridge. You can just see it in that corner there. And then it just pops out on the left side there, up there. So, I don't know when this bridge was built. This must also be from the 70s. Or earlier, I guess. And they've just attached the pipeline to it. It's a pretty amazing piece of engineering. And it's got a wooden surface. I don't know why that is, why it's timber. Again, if anyone knows, then let everybody know. There you go, Yukon River. Can you imagine what this is like when it breaks up? The ice and it starts flowing, just tons and tons and tons of it flowing down here. Fast and destructive. Can't imagine. That must be a sight and sound to behold. If you look on YouTube, you'll find videos of it, the Yukon River breakup. Whew, it's nippy. I'm glad I got all this gear on. I definitely made the right choice. Okay, next stop, I'm pretty sure the next stop are the snow monster trees, or snow angels, whatever they call them here. These truck drivers, they've got a difficult job. On river. Let's go up this amazing bridge. So yeah, this is the Yukon River contact station for the pipeline. Okay, here we go. Maybe I should have done a run up. Oh, no traction. I hope I make it up here. Come on, let's get some traction, please. Ooh, this is dicey. Come on, okay, I've got traction now. What a bridge. Other people have got their Starlink in their windscreen as well. And there's the pipeline on the left, pops out. There it goes. Alright, snow monsters. Okay, here's a set of the snow monsters. Look at this. The only trouble is, oh, this is just beautiful. Look at it. It's like Narnia. But I need to find a place to park. So fingers crossed. Because this is just jaw-droppingly beautiful. We need somewhere to park. A cleared out pull-in area or something. Oh, check it out. Yes. Whoa. Uh-oh. Keep going. Keep going. Oh no. Oh no. Uh-oh. I've driven too far off. Oh, how do you shut this thing up? Oh no. I've driven off the side bit. Okay. Let's see what I can do here. Otherwise, I'm going to have to use the scramble, the rescue boards to get out. Okay, we're stuck. But this is where I want to camp. Right, I'm going to get the rescue boards out. Let's recover this. Okay, so what happened was, I wasn't really looking, and I went down into this dip here. What a nightmare. Yeah, look, there's this soft bit and I just didn't notice it. So the soft is all crunchy. Absolute nightmare. So what I'm going to have to do is put the boards under the wheels here. I think I could just get out. If I turn the steering wheel hard over, I might be able to do it with a rescue board. Okay. Unlock everything. Okay. So rescue boards instead of chains should be better. Alright, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. How did I go? Well, I'm on it. out miles away. Let's try that again. It's going to take a while. Let's try this. Less angle. Whoa. I don't know if this is ever going to work. Right, I might back up and try a bit more. Come on. Oh man. Okay, I'm on that board there. And this is ice. Let's try again. I'm well and truly wedged, and look, the board is right at the back now. That's how far it spread it. Oh, I wish I had four-wheel drive. Right, I'll bring you back when I've worked out how to do this. All right, we're almost out. Tourist bus has just turned up. Almost out. We're getting there. Okay, here we go in front of a whole load of tourists. Let's see if we can get out of here. Yay, did it. Perseverance. Cool. Yeah, look what I drove down into. So I accidentally drove into the snowplow bit and there's no concrete there. So I just sunk into the ground. Was I worried? No, not really. I've had to rescue myself out of situations before. This probably won't be the last time. Thank God for the rescue boards. These things can get you out of pretty much anything. If I'd had four-wheel drive, that wouldn't have been a problem at all. But look at that dip. That was outrageous. Okay, so what I want to do is, I'm actually going to camp. I'm going to camp down here. I'm going to walk off down here somewhere and camp in the trees. I'm going to need my snowshoes. But I'm not going to do it until late tonight when all of the vehicles have stopped coming in. And I'm going to just level this up a bit and stay here for the rest of the day. Just looking at the view, chilling out and having a movie. Should be fun. Holy moly. Okay. Now, what I have noticed is a stone that hit me back there, way back, has now turned into a crack on the windshield, on the windscreen. I guess that happens a lot here. Okay, whatever you do, don't go back down into that dip, for God's sake. I don't need another challenge today. So this is solid here, okay. Yeah, this is a good spot. Just here, okay. I'm gonna stay here. Relax. That was hard work. That tour bus operator, she was very friendly. She said she had gravel. I don't know if it picked it up on camera, but she was going, yay, well, I made it out. Very sweet. What a spot. I'll give you a look around afterwards. I just need to settle, get some things sorted out, put the Starlink up on the roof, and then we're all good to go. Okay, I've been doing some work. It's quite a bit later now. A couple of hours later. So let's go out. I said I'd give you a little view before the sun goes down. It's minus 13. There was a wind chill. That's why I've got the big parka on. Now look at this place. Oh. When there's no trucks going past, it's epically beautiful. It's a big drift there. And the snow monsters, the trees, go on and on in the distance there, but there's nowhere else to park. This is the only spot that's safe and that I could stay here all night. You can see where I made the mistake. See, this bit's quite hard even here, and then I just carried on and I went too far over. So I need to pick a spot down here somewhere in the trees, away from the road. I'm thinking with my snowshoes on, I can tuck down into those trees there. That would be nice. Beautiful spot. And just relax and be out of the wind. Should be nice. If I can hollow out a flat bit down there, that would be lovely. I could even... The trees down there were absolutely beautiful. I think over at this side, I haven't really looked that hard, but I think oh, there's some options. There's another option right down here. Tuck in between these 5 trees here and hunker down. It's gonna look really weird if someone comes and stands up here and looks down here and I'm lying down here. That'll look really odd, but they won't be able to see me if it's nighttime anyway. Oh, wow, it's staggering, just staggering. Oh, but it's cold. It is cold. Feeling it on my feet. I haven't got my boots on, just got my shoes on. But we'll have a good walk, and maybe tomorrow I'll put my snowshoes on and walk up that bank and have a look and see what's going on up there. Right, so now all I've got to do is wait pretty much for it to be dark. And then I'll go down here. Once it's dark, I'll set up camp. I think I will eat beforehand and then take a couple of snacks down with me for in the sleeping bag, just so I've fully fueled up to stay warm. So tonight it'll be about -15, -16, but just in case there's wind chill, and I've got my snowshoes out ready. I'm using the MSR Lightning Ascents, which are always tricky to use. And then I think tonight I will be using my bivy bag as well. Just to protect everything. I'm not sure, we'll see. I might lay it out again and put the pad on, I don't know. And I've got an extra pad. I'm going to put this underneath my pad, just to stop the cold air, or to help, because the R value of this is 2, I think, and my sleeping bag is, my pad is 7 something. So putting this underneath that should be lovely, and it should reduce cold spots on the pad. Right, basically I'll bring you back for dinner, and then we'll go out and cowboy camp. I must be crazy, leaving my warm van to go and cowboy camp again. But I enjoyed it last time, so we'll do it again. Right, so sit rep, it's what time is it? 8 p.m. Yeah, it's pretty late. I was editing my video and I've left it quite late, but also it's windy out there. I can't cook out there by the side of the road with trucks driving past. So what I've got is 2 things. I've got a Mountain House biscuits and gravy again. Oops, so I've got 2 of those, and I've got a Stag's chili. So I'm going to boil up the water, make this, because I definitely need to eat. I've got to have a lot of food in me. I figure about 1,000 calories get me through the night out there in that sleeping bag. Because by the morning you start getting pretty cold, no matter what. You just do. Can't explain it. It's your calories, your body's running out of calories, it starts conserving. Yeah, so I'm going to read all this up. I will not be having a drink this time because I'm by the side of the road in a very remote location. If anything was to happen or whatever, and I had to drive, then I don't want to have any alcohol in my system. So I won't be having a drink tonight. I'm just going to be eating. I'm going to take a few protein bars with me when I get down to where I'm going to camp. I've got to find it yet. It's all going to be very odd. This is going to be really strange. I figure I'll walk only... Oops. I mean, I've got to stay close to the van anyway, because it's parked on the side of the road, on the highway. So I figure I'm only going to walk about, at most, 20-30 meters down there. I'm going to have to pack my backpack up with everything that I need, because I'm not going to be doing back and forth like I did last time. I've got to take everything out with me. I'll have to pump the pad up when I'm down there as well. Yeah, this will be good. So I'm going to read all this and we'll get ready to go. Okay, I think we're ready for the off. It's almost midnight. I've deliberately left it as late as possible because I want to get in there and I want to go to sleep. I don't want to be wide awake. So I've got my snowshoes on already, which makes it a bit harder to get out of the van, but it means I don't have to deal with it outside. So the situation outside, the sit rep is, it's -15 and it's howling. So we've got to get down that hill and out of this wind because the wind is going to be horrible. So let's get out of here. Okay. You know, I can see there's a van, there's a truck coming. Okay, truck's locked. So I'm going to let this truck go past. He's going to think I'm just looking up at the stars or something. No, it's a... don't know what that was. Wasn't a truck. All right, and away we go. Now I don't know if you've ever walked in snowshoes. It's not the easiest thing, but it's better than not walking in them. Look at this. See, I've got grip. I'm not sinking. Pretty cool, huh? Oh, and we're out of that wind. Oh, I tell you what, snowshoes make it so much easier. Look at this drift. Oh, look at that spot there. Look, I can see the van. Someone has actually walked down here. Maybe to get some photos? But what about this bit here? I'm a bit in view of the road though, if I go here. Let's have a look along here. By the way, there's a stunning aurora. You can't see it now, but I'll put a photo up that I just took. Oh, what about here? Look at these drifts. They're huge. Oh. It would be nice to get a drift that gets me out of the wind. This whole place is windy. Oh, someone else has come down here with snowshoes on. It's a bit weird. Bit random. Okay, I want a pristine place to set this up that's flat. I do not want to go rolling off. Whoa! Deep. Oh man, that's deep. That's too deep to set the thing up on the pad. I'm actually liking where I was before. Let's go up here again. Just need a bit of flat So I can see the van from here. The van is just up there. Fingers are getting cold. Hey, actually this bit might work. Yeah, right here will work. This looks good. I'm sort of nestled a bit under this tree. Right there. I think that works. All right, let's set up. Okay. Oh, my fingers are so cold. Right. So this pad is gonna go here. Doesn't matter what side I put it on because I'm just putting the pad on top of it. Okay. This is very difficult to do with snowshoes on. I don't want to take them off because I don't want to have to deal with it again afterwards in the morning. Walk out of here. Okay, I've got my bivvy bag, which I might have to use. My pad. Go on top like that. Oh, it's freezing! I should have worn my full gloves. They're in the bottom of the pack. There's a good chance I put my bivvy bag over the sleeping bag just to protect it from this wind. Okay, really overinflated it this time. If anyone goes past and sees this, you'll be thinking, what the hell? Okay, this is my bivvy bag. Got my gloves. Okay, got my sleeping bag and everything I need. Booties, balaclava. That's in my sleeping bag. Yeah, with this wind, definitely going in the bivvy bag. Okay. Pillow. case. Okay, got my balaclava and my booties that I'm going to put on. I have my backpack next to me. Extra warm gloves that I will put. I'll tuck these in my backpack just in case. Okay, we're going to get in and we're going to go straight to sleep. Okay, I had to do all of that without the camera on. My fingers are too cold to operate it, but I'm in now. Oh, nightmare. It was just so cold. I had to leave the camera. But the important thing is I'm now in. Oh, I need to warm up. I can't feel my fingers at all. They're so cold. Oh, the wind chill is epic. Now the problem is, the wind chill is actually blowing from behind me, but actually this tree is protecting me. But it feels like it's snowing, but I think it's just ice crystals coming off the trees. Where are you? Here I am. All right, everybody. I've got my down booties on. I've got thermal underwear on, thermal leggings, and fleecy trousers. I've got a thermal top on, and I've got my 1010 fill power down jacket, and a beanie, balaclava, hood and pillow. So, and I'm lying on two pads. I'm lying on the air pad, and underneath that is that Nemo pad. I'll tell you what, it get warm very quickly in here. I am now toasty, even though I'm not completely done up yet because I've got to do the camera. I feel toasty and my fingers will get warm in no time. I've got a pocket in here. I'm going to put my phone in, and the keys to the van. Ah, yeah, you can't see what I'm doing, but I am putting them all in my pocket here. Alright, so the thing with this bivy bag is it is actually waterproof. I can put it over me like this. So if I have to tonight, I will put that over me. But I just don't want all that condensation, which you'll inevitably get if you do that. So once I shut the camera off, I'll zip everything up. I think I'll do a time lapse of this evening because the aurora is happening. I don't think it will pick me up, but we'll do a time lapse of everything else. All right, everyone. Thanks for coming along again. And I'll see you, unless something major happens in the middle of the night, see you very early in the morning, because I don't want to be here when tourists turn up going, oh look, there's a man down there. Oh, so I'll see you in the morning. I could just feel my fingers again. What a trip. This is crazy. All right, night everybody. Morning everybody. It's just gone 6 a.m. Holy moly. Oh, if I didn't have this bivvy bag, I think I would have had to have bailed. I'm warm, but the wind and just touching my face, it's so cold. Touching my eyes, and it's just relentless. So I do this. I take the hood and I just throw it over. I leave a little gap at the bottom, and this makes all the difference in the world. There, that completely stops the wind, but there's a little gap at the bottom for the moisture to go out. Oh, the best move I made was bringing the bivvy bag. Don't attempt to do this without a good, thick, windproof, waterproof bivvy bag. I just looked at the thermometer. It's minus 19, but the wind chill is just next level. I'm dreading getting out of this bag. Oh, it's so cold. But I've got to do it. I've got to get up. Because I can't sleep anymore. I'm now wide awake. And I want a coffee. I hope you can hear me over the wind noise, because I'm sure the camera is picking up all the wind noise. Oh, look, let me turn the brightness up so you can see the trees moving, maybe. I don't know if you can see them. Try moving you. Oh man. How is that? Can you see me? I don't know. I don't know how much longer this camera is going to last either. Oh, it's doing a great job. I hope the time lapse came out okay. It looks like it's snowing, but it's not. It's ice crystals coming off the trees. Occasionally a big clump lands on the bivvy bag. Oh man. Well, I'm dreading this, but I've got to do it. I've got to get up. At least I'm so close to the van. I just need to be really ready. Got my phone. I need to get my keys. Oh, come on. Keys. Alright. Now this time, I can't leave all my stuff down here and come back when it's light and I've had coffee and stuff. Some of it would probably blow away if I did. So I'm going to need my big thick gloves on when I do this, after I put my boots on. Alright, let's get up. Oh. Oh, bivvy bag, thank goodness. Oh, it is beautiful here though. Take the booties off. Oh, I can see the sunlight in the distance, just starting to come up. Okay, boots. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Just stand up. Okay, we'll let the air out now. Oh, that's cold standing on the floor like that. Holy moly. These boots are going to be freezing. There'll be ice in there. They'll warm up quickly though. Okay. Oh, they're cold. They're so cold. Gosh, it takes your breath away. Getting out the bag. Okay. My fingers. I've got to put my decent gloves on. Freezing cold as well. These First Light winter gloves, hunter gloves. Gosh, I can barely talk. They're very warm. And they warm your hands up so quickly. Okay, let's get everything packed away. Oh man, this wind! Oh, this is where it's good having this mat. Having this pad, it's nice to kneel on that, not have to kneel on the snow. These little extras, the bivvy bag, the pad, makes a big difference. My fingers have warmed up already. This is my SWD Wolverine pack. It is very good. Okay, we've got to do this. Let's use the crotch shot. Okay. Oh. Woo. Brutal. All right, I've left nothing behind. No. That was a good little spot. I could see the reflector from the van. We're about 30 meters away. All right, let's go. Oh, I wouldn't want to do this without snowshoes on. That'd be pretty brutal. Oh, the wind, once you get up to the top here, it's going to be quite bad. Yay. Holy moly. Oh. Yay! I did it! And it's 6 AM. It's time for coffees. Oh. I can hear the heating. Heat is on Let's turn it up. Crank that thing. Oh, it's lovely and warm in here. Right. Uh-oh. Dropping the keys down the side of the van. That's not a good thing. Oh. 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 Holy moly. Well, gotta say, the old snowshoes, they worked a treat. See, this is what I didn't want to have to do down there, because once you're in these things, they're tricky to take off. So, snowshoes for the win. Whew. First order of business is going to be coffee. And a pee. You might not think about that. If you're someone that needs to go to the toilet frequently in the night, don't do this. You will regret it. You'll have a miserable night. I'm sure there are several of you going, why on earth did you do that when you got a lovely warm van? It's what I get comments most about. Why don't you sleep in your van? Why do that? Because I can. And it was worth it. Now I'm going to get roasting hot in here. Okay. I need to go and pee and then I'll come back and do a coffee. I've got to get all this stuff out of the way and chuck it in the garage. Right, before I show you, I'm going to show you the system on this sleeping bag. So what happens is a layer of condensation forms between your inner fabric and your outer fabric. So what Corinthia have done with this bag is they've added this little flap on the side, and because this bag has 3 layers of fabric, it's like got a bag within a bag. So you open this valve, this flap, and you can pull. Yeah, you see this is wet. In fact, it's icy. You can pull it inside out. It's deliberate, so that layer traps that condensation that wasn't going to breathe out of the bag, because this has got a water resistant outer. So the whole bag comes inside out like that through that flap. So this is what the inside looks like. Now you can see the baffles. You couldn't see them before. Differential cut side baffles. Huge amount of baffling. But icy look. So that needs to dry. Look, you can see the baffles in the foot box are huge. Look how puffed up that is. You can't tell when it's zipped up with the cover, with the outer on it. You can't quite tell. Bivy bag. needs to breathe. Oh, this did a phenomenal job. So this is the US military Gore-Tex bivy bag. Thoroughly recommend it. Tough as nails. Waterproof. Nothing fancy about it at all. Not particularly, doesn't have any features. It's not comfortable, really. But man, it saved me. Oh, there's my drink that I was going to have in the middle of the night. It was in my backpack. And look, you can see it frozen in there. Oh well, put that in front of the heater. I guess I wasn't going to be drinking that. Didn't even occur to me that that would freeze up. Right, I have my knife with me. Protein bars. Oh yeah. These are that's frozen solid. I wasn't going to be eating those. So another thing to remember when you're doing this, in these extreme temperatures, everything freezes. Excuse the arse shot. Oh man, my gear performed really well. Really well. I was not cold in the bag. My face was getting cold with the breeze, but the bivy bag sorted it. You got to get yourself a good balaclava with, I mean, this one's got a breathing mesh here, so it traps the condensation, stops it going in your bag, but it's enough that you can breathe. This is a Mons Royale, this one. I love wearing this thing. It's double layer here, so all the way around is a double layer. So yeah, it feels like it gets quite wet, but it'll stop your bag from getting really wet. It traps it, and then it's got a basic fleece hood on the top. Right, gotta go and pee. Right, I've got the jet boil on, got my AeroPress all set up with my coffee. So I just reviewed the footage on my Osmo, and it looks good. I got a night lapse, and I didn't realise. So that would have played. I would have probably put that on while I was asleep, so you'd have already seen it. But I hadn't seen it, and it looked kind of cool. You saw the northern lights, the aurora, and you would have seen flashes of light on the trees. Those flashes of light on the trees are the trucks driving past through the night. There weren't many, but you saw it flashing. So when it lit up the trees like that, yeah, those are just the trucks coming up over the hill and then past us, and the other way as well. But they came through all night, but not many. I didn't hear many. Oh, that was actually fun. It's actually worth it to get the footage as well, because it just looks so nice. And I'm camped in the snow trees with the snow monsters. Another thing I really wanted to do, I've seen pictures of these in Niseko, in Japan, in Hokkaido, and I've always thought, oh, wouldn't it be awesome to walk in the middle of those and camp right in the middle of them. I didn't get to have a fire, well, but that doesn't bother me that much. There's no firewood anyway. And I'm right by a highway and it's really windy. And it's just something else you've got to worry about. Embers going onto your sleeping bag, that kind of thing. To be honest, with that amount of wind, it wouldn't have kept you warm. Not without a tent as a windshield anyway, as a windbreak. Jet boil. So I've cracked a window, just in case anyone's wondering. But also, it steams up in here, and the condensation freezes on the glass. This jet boil is rubbish. It leaks. My MSR doesn't leak. I don't know why it does that. It's just a faulty design with the rim. But it's okay, because the heater will dry that up really quickly. Right, I need to have my coffee. So my computer, you can probably see it's open. It's uploading episode part 2. It's uploading part 2 of these videos. And it's taking, on Starlink Mini in Alaska, it is not good. I mean, Starlink uploads are rubbish anyway. It just is. It's really, really fast downloads, but it's terrible uploads. Terrible. I know, because I've got one at home. It's my home internet. Anyway, it's crawling along. It's been running all night. It's only at 33%. Now, bearing in mind my videos are quite long. So yeah, part 2 is uploading, and today is the March the 2nd. So I think part 1 goes live today at some point. I can't remember what time. Lunchtime? Something like that. It's all automatic. I said it all automatic. Oh yeah. Okay, coffee time. Oh, my back. I've taken some more ibuprofen, which you're not meant to do on an empty stomach. Look, it's Bruce and Bruno. Always got them with me. I need to make these with Bernie and Bolly on as well. So yeah, so what I need to do now is I've actually set another camera up just to film the sunrise with the snow monsters, because I thought that would be good. And then I'll take all that, edit, put it on the computer and back it up. I carry, so I have it on the computer, and I also back up to an extremely fast 4 terabyte SanDisk Extreme Pro disc with a heavy duty cable. The reason I back up immediately is my computer, my MacBook Pro, while I was on holiday, decided to die on me, and it lost all the data when they replaced the logic board. Who knew that Apple built the SSD into the logic board, and that the logic board is known to fail? They say, oh, you back everything up to the cloud. Well, not some of these humongous files, you don't. Cloud isn't there yet. Well, the internet isn't there yet for that. Okay, I'm gonna have my coffee, do all these things, and then by the time that's all ready, it should be light outside because it's still dark, because it is only 5 to 7. And then we can talk about the next stage of the plan. Right, the sun is finally up. I've had a coffee. I'm going to have one more coffee, and then we're going to head off. But I just want to show you outside. But it is brutal. The wind chill is insane. Oh, but that sun is lovely. Oh, whoa! Oh. Gosh, that's beautiful. Oh, look at the temperature. Oh. It's now minus 16. It's warmed up a bit. Okay, minus 16 now. Look at the mess, look. That's a hole from a stone chip from a truck. But worse, look. Chip hit here, and that's now a crack. I've got another chip here. Another one here. Another one, bunch here. Another one up here. Another one up the top. Oh, another one here. Oh, I've got to get out the sun. Oh, get out the wind. God, that's so cold. Whew. The front of the van is just taking a blasting. I mean, the paintwork, the windscreen, that mirror thing, it's just this highway. But it's the trucks. They are driving at insane speeds. And a lot of them just don't give you room. I've got to say, they work hard, these truck drivers, but I don't know. They don't make it easy. They don't make it easy to pass them. And they definitely don't make it easy when they're coming towards you at full speed. They don't move over. And you just get hit with the inevitable debris. Tons and tons of stones. So if you're driving on the Dalton highway, honestly, be really careful, because you're gonna need a new windscreen by the end of the trip. Definitely gonna need a new windscreen. The guys at River Wild, I've texted Caroline there. She's gonna have a new windscreen waiting for this when I drop it off. I've told her, and I've said, look, I'm really sorry. There's nothing I could do. I left so much space. It was right up the edge, and they still just come so close. This is a windscreen killer, this road, the Dalton Highway. It's brutal. And that crack, well, that's just going to get worse if I don't get out of these sub-zero conditions. Right, so the plan today is we are going to drive to Fairbanks, through Fairbanks, and down south. I found a spot where I want to camp. Hopefully it's available. Hopefully there's not too much snow there. And we're going to go back to all the way down towards Valdez. We're actually going to end up in Seaward. It's a long way. It's 10 hours worth of driving. So we're going to do that in a few days. And we might even get some snow once we get there. And there's some activities that I want to do there as well. So first things first is I'm going to have one more coffee. Then we're going to head off through Fairbanks. I might try and find somewhere to go and have a proper shower there in Fairbanks as well, because I'm fed up with wet wipes. Right, bring it back when we're on the road. Right, we are ready to go. Let me bring my thermometer in. Oh, it's cold out there. It's still, and it's, what time is it now? It's 11 a.m. and it's still minus 16. I don't know if you can make that out. Minus 16. It's not warming up. Oh. Okay. Let's make a move. Okay, let's go. Goodbye, snow monsters. You were awesome. Goodbye, pull-off area that I got stuck in. You were also awesome. And we're off. All right, so we're off to a campsite south of Fairbanks. It's 170 miles. It's going to take me about 4 hours. I'm going to go at a relaxed pace. I'm also going to stop off in Fairbanks, get a shower, maybe get another massage. Look at this. Look at the trees, the sights. Isn't this amazing? So beautiful. If you come to Alaska, you've got to come up to the Yukon. Just get as far as the Yukon. It's breathtaking. Just mind your windshield. Wow, the wind out there is brutal as well. All right, everybody. I don't think there's much going to happen on the way to Fairbanks. If there is, I'll bring you back. Otherwise, yep, see you in Fairbanks. Wow, look at these two lorries. Okay, so these two trucks that are oversized, the one in front, and the one in front's carrying heavy load. The one behind it is going to help push it up a hill if it can't make it. There's a shock absorber there. He's going to go for it. He's going to push it up the hill. I know you can't really see, but there's a big bumper on the back of the one in front, and this guy at the back here slowly approaches and then starts pushing him just to get up the hills, because he's an oversized load and he's carrying too much to get up the hill all by himself. His wheels will spin. This is amazing. I need to get past them though when it's safe to do so. Here we go. Okay, and you can see it, look, he's pushing him. He's helping him get up the hill. That was incredible. Very cool. That was amazing. And then up ahead, there'll be a warning vehicle saying, warning, oversized vehicle coming. All right. It's now just gone 4 p.m, 20 past 4. Been going a long time. Stopped off in Fairbanks, managed to have a shower, dealt with the trash, didn't manage to get a massage. So now we're at a place called Harding Lake, and fingers crossed I can camp here. It's meant to be a campsite, but hey, it's winter in Alaska. Who knows if it's cleared. I'm just praying that I can. So yeah, we've been going a long time. I've gone through Fairbanks, bang, and now I'm here. I guess we're what, 60 miles from Fairbanks now? Yeah. It's a lovely little lane. There's lots of houses on the side here. Fingers crossed the plow has been down here and cleared this area. So temperature, 7 degrees Celsius. It's like summer compared to what it was up on the top. Up at the Arctic Circle, it was more like, I don't know, what was it, minus 19 last night. And this is 7. It's amazing. It's so mild. I still haven't seen a moose. I haven't seen any wildlife except loads of birds, ptarmigan and ravens. All right, here we go, fingers crossed. Oh no, hang on, we've still got a mile to go. For sale, lots of property for sale down here, lots of land. This is a lovely spot, I have to say. Look at this. There's lots of private property signs. These are all owned. This is all owned on the right, but on the left, it looks like it's public land. This is so pretty. Harding Lake Scenic Reserve, I'm not sure. Now, I've got firewood. I got it at the supermarket. So fingers crossed I can have a fire as well. It depends, it's quite windy out there, but we'll see. You never know, by tonight it should be okay. All right, here we are. It's all boarded up. Park entrance, station ahead. Fee station, okay. So Harding Lake, there's a fee station. You can't get to the fee station. You have to walk around it. So camping, $20 per site per vehicle. Okay, well let's make sure first that we can actually camp. Oh. Ah. Okay. There's the campsite. And it's blocked. I don't believe it. What a nightmare. Right, you know what I'm going to do is, there was a sign there for a boat ramp. Let's go and see. Oh, no, I've learnt my lesson not to drive over the deep snow. Oh. Stick to the road. Right, Right, what we'll do is we'll go around to this boat ramp and have a look. See what's here. Everything's closed. There's no one around. I'm assuming there's access to a lake. Hey, look, I could stop here on the left. Oh, here we go. There's a car park. Oh, this is just like Olin's Pond. Same sort of thing. Fee station ahead. Oh, you know what? I'm going to camp right here. Yeah. As long as I'm not blocking anybody, then it shouldn't be a problem. Yay, here we go. All right, so I'm going to stay here. I doubt anybody will mind. There's no one around. There's one vehicle here who's probably off snowmobiling. I'm not blocking his track to come in and out of here. And I'm just parked up here, right by the side. Looks like other people have done the same thing. Look, there's the campground right there. And look at this, here's the lake. I mean, it's a Monday night. Who's going to come? Can't believe someone's dropped rubbish there. See, what is it with these people? Look at this, they've left food out. Moldy cheese. Oh, gross. Idiots. Look at this. Hey, is that an ice fishing tent? Oh, it is. Right out there. Right in the middle of the lake. There's an ice fishing tent. Can I zoom in on that? Let's have a look. I don't know if you can make that out. It's sort of here. Oh, it's windy. Okay, so that might be this guy who's parked here. Maybe he's staying there the night and ice fishing. Yowza, look at this. What a spot. It's quite mild. 7 degrees. Excellent. Okay. Great success. Where there's a will, there's a way. It's just because it's winter, everything's closed. The campsite itself is closed, but I don't think anybody cares at this time of year. They seem to be extremely relaxed, quite chilled out. I love that. You know, because it's not causing any harm. I'm going to pay a fee anyway just to stay here for day use. So, yeah, it's worth it. There are toilets. It's handy. Oh, okay, it might be 7 degrees, but the wind chill makes it more like 0. Always have the key on you. So, I need to chill out, have a zesty drink, and I'll bring you back for dinner. Right. We're outside again. We're cooking. Okay. So what I've got, I picked these up. Oh, they look good. These are Angus beef patties with bacon and cheddar. Lovely. Okay, so I'm going to put this as far away as possible. When did I last cook outside? I can't actually remember. It's been a while. Gosh, I don't actually remember when I last did cook outside. Very odd. Right, this is going to be noisy, sorry. I love this stove. So fast. It's just so loud. Right. Here we go. Yeah, this stove is the Covia Booster 1. You can't get it. I think you can get it on eBay maybe. It's just very expensive. Right, so I'm not going to have any buns. And this is only big enough to cook 2 of these burgers at a time. Barely. This pan is minuscule. If there were 4 of you in this van, I mean 2 of you in this van, sorry, you'd struggle with the size of the appliances. Cheers everyone. Dr. Pepper diet for the win. Oh, it's nippy. The temperature difference here though, it's night and day. It was insanely cold where I was. This is quite manageable. It's been an interesting day, a long drive. I think I'm going to sleep like a log tonight just because of sleeping outside last night with the snow monsters, which was brutal. Is that on this video? I think it is. I can't remember. Yes. I just can't remember where I'm going, what I'm doing. Yeah, I think it is on this video. And I remember the night after I cowboy camped in Denali, I slept like a log as well. Right, I'm going to cook these up, bring you back. I might have them with some rum. Yeah. Alright, I think these are ready. Yeah. So I covered the other 2 that I did with the lid, so they'll be nice and warm, or hot. Hope they're still pretty hot. Oh yeah. Oh, and you've got to get the scrapey bits. Got to get those. Yum. Okay. I just need to quickly put all this fat away. So people, my video came out today, my first video in Alaska. Oh, gotta have some Kraken. And read a few comments about bears and wolves. Well, not so much wolves, mainly bears. Look. Also, not just the video about my posts of me sleeping wild out. I have an air horn with me and I have bear spray with me. And I've spoken to locals, guides, who've all assured me it's safe, what I was doing, everywhere I was doing it. I've spoken to locals. I'm not just blindly going into it as ignorant foreigner. You've got to please give me some credit that I researched things thoroughly. I even had one guy go, "Oh, you got to be careful of bears. You're oblivious to the risk of bears." And I said, "There's no bears around here. They're hibernating." He responded, "Not the polar bears. They're not hibernating, and you've got to be careful in Anchorage of polar bears." I was 300 miles from the coast. This is the photo he was referring to. I was up in the Arctic Circle, up on a mountain. There's no polar bears up there. And second, there are no polar bears in Anchorage either. These people, honestly, they just can't help themselves but comment. It must drive them nuts. They've got to have something. They've got some knowledge. Oh, I've got to share it on here, how stupid you are, because I know something you don't. I've done all the research. It doesn't matter what you say. I've spoken to so many people. How do you think I organized this trip? Anyway, rant over. Bon appetit, everybody. Oh, that's a first. Bacon and cheese in the burger. Oh, wow. If you can find these, you've got to try them. Angus burgers, Angus meat with, yeah, bacon and cheese. I reckon in a bun with tomato relish, everything else, beautiful. Cheers, everybody. Crackin' rum. Warm me up. Doesn't. Alcohol makes you colder. But the instant hit makes you feel warmer. Oh, yum. Right. Bring it back for cigar. And this time, cigar time. It's old school cigar time. No politics. Nothing. Just observations. So bring it back. Okay. Welcome back, everybody. It's cigar time. Just like in Denali, this is going to be a bit of a random one. This is the same company, JC Newman, Angel Acuesta. That's nice. So what I thought we'd do is, cheers everybody, we're all cracking. I wanted to go for a walk down onto the lake, put my high beam on. Now in case you're wondering, this flashlight, headlamp, is by Phoenix. They sent it to me. It's their search and rescue headlamp. I can't remember the exact model number, H something, but it's a search and rescue one. They've only got one. This thing is insane, as you'll see when I light everything up. It's a superb headlamp. Too heavy for use anything other than car camping like I'm doing. All right, so check this out. So we've got 1, 2. Can brighten that up. And then boom. Look at that. Wowza. So let's go have a look down on the lake. By the way, they left soon after I got here. That other van that was, what do you call it? Snow machining. I've been corrected, by the way. It's not snowmobiling, it's snow machining. Okay, snow machine. I kind of like snowmobiling. All right, look at this. So is this actually the lake? Because there's actually tables and chairs out here. Am I actually on the lake now? No, I can't be. Oh, maybe I am, because this is the boat ramp. I'm just in some sort of estuary here. Well, if I fall through the ice, I'm absolutely buggered. I'm assuming it's completely safe. This is the first day, I think, that it's been above freezing around here for a long time. And I saw them on the snowmobiles today. Snow machines. This can't be the lake because there's tussocks there. Tundra kind of stuff. Where's camp? Camp's all the way over there. I want to see a moose. I did. Holy moly, what are those prints? That's got to be a dog. Huh. There's some weird prints around. Well, that's not a dog. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's footsteps. Human. There are weird prints everywhere. I'm looking for moose. People have obviously walked their dogs here. In fact, the people that were there today, just then, had a dog with them. There isn't really much out here. I mean, it is a lake. I just didn't know where it really starts. So, some observations. Front-wheel drive vehicles actually are better than rear-wheel drive vehicles in the snow and ice on a road, because you can accelerate your way out of most issues. This is front-wheel drive. They have less traction off the line than rear wheel, but once you're going, it gives you the ability to accelerate your way out of trouble, because you can pull yourself in the correct direction. Today on the highway, I had a tank slapper and the back went out on me around the corner, and then I had to correct with some power steer, power sliding. It was a tricky moment at 50 kilometers an hour, 50 miles an hour, controlling that. But it was fun. So yeah, the only downside with this is that the spikes are worn down, studs on the tires. If they could fix that, then no problem. Look, you see I've got a light outside my van so I can see where it is. I don't know if you can see that in the distance. When I go camping, hunting actually, we go off for an evening store, a couple of tops or whatever. I put a light on in the hut window, usually a candle or something, just as reference in case GPS fails. We can see it from a long distance. We've been turned around up there before and lost the hut and had to walk for a couple of hours, and we've been going in the wrong direction. It can happen. Yeah, so this camper van, whilst I do like it, and don't forget I paid, this wasn't a freebie, I paid full price for it to rent it. I think the design is wanting. I think they focused so much on putting in a massive bed, a queen size bed. I think that's been their primary focus, when actually what they should have done, I think, is focus on more practicalities. So, one would definitely be a shower and a toilet plumbed in. Wouldn't be difficult to do. I understand water would be an issue, a tank, but you can plumb that stuff in. Buddy, my camper van, is smaller than that, no bigger than that really, and it has all of that stuff built in. The Japanese, brilliant engineering. Yes, you've got to make a bed up or sleep in the top bit, but that's a small price to pay to have all of that extra creature comforts. Also, proper cooking facilities in the van, including an extractor fan, so you can actually cook in there, and an awning in case it's snowing, raining, whatever, and you have to cook outside. Yeah, so Buddy again has a grill, has cooking facilities, and an extractor fan. This has got such a huge garage in it for luggage and stuff. Again, I just think the priorities are wrong. So if I was building that, I would completely redo it. I would get a specialist coach builder to do it. You could do the same style with the wood, but just have more function. I liked the one I had in Canada. It had zero personality. It really did. It was just a flipping modern massive motorhome. Is it Class C? But it had a shower. I mean, okay, it's massive, but it had all those features and I like that. So I think that is doable. And I think if I was to rent again, which I will do, definitely, I will rent again overseas. I'll do these trips more often if people want to see them. I've got quite a few places lined up that I want to go to, including a couple of places in the States. So if you like seeing these, I'll keep doing them because I love traveling. Traveling, seeing other cultures, being there on the ground, talking to people, seeing how friendly people are or aren't friendly, makes a massive difference. If you relied on the media and Google and AI to tell you what places are like and that's it, you live through there on a TV screen, no, you're not experiencing life. You can't really appreciate the food and everything else. It's just different. A good point would be New York. If you listened to the news only and you'd never been to New York, you would never go there. You'd think, oh, so... Gosh, my van light is miles away now. Can you see that in the distance? Yeah, if you only listened to the press, you just wouldn't go. Hey, imagine if a pack of wolves came running out onto here. There are no prints. I guarantee there's no wolves around here. Look, there are houses all the way around this lake. Look at that. All the way around. Hey, I wonder if there's an aurora tonight. Huh. Right, I'm going to walk back now because that was... we are definitely out on the lake. But there's just nothing here and I could walk right to the other end and I'm not going to. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow morning for my morning walk. Got to keep fit and healthy. You know, I went from 100 kilos to 85 kilos. I trained hard. I went carnivore, I controlled what I ate, but I trained a lot. I fasted a lot. I did a lot of cardio, but I did a lot of weights. So I built my muscle mass and dropped body fat. I think looking at RFK Jr., a man his age, and how he's managed to recover from all of his addictions and ailments and how fit he is now. I think that's a good example in some ways of that you can do it. And you should strive to do it. So I just turned 54. 5'4". And I feel strong and fit as ever. I feel good. I feel positive. I'm in a really great place. And it's nice to have that. Positivity. I think it's too easy to look at the world and just be worried all the time about everything. Just like people in the comments leaving messages. Oh, be careful of this. Oh, don't do that. Oh, be careful of that. Mind out for this. Watch out for the bears. Watch out for the wolves. Don't walk on the lake. You're crazy. Don't sleep outside. It's not worth it. Blah, blah. Listen, you've got one life. Experience everything you can and go for it. Just, if you spend your life worrying about doing things, you're missing out. So to be honest, I'm like, when people say things to me like that, I just go, well, I'm going to do it then. I'm going to do more of it. Because I'm doing something right. I must be doing something right because it's working. I feel great. And look at where I am. Look at the moon. Crescent moon, lovely. It's a new moon. Look at where I am. So stop being afraid. And people who are afraid of pretty much everything and doing anything, look, I know you want to comment, but I'm not you. I'm built differently. I'm wired differently. I'm wired to go for it. I love experiencing things. I love travel. I love doing things that other people won't do. And I just see it as when people say, oh, take it easy, be safe, do this, do that. Like, come on. As if you know more than I do. Seriously. The arrogance to think that you know more than other people. Only you know your own body. Only you know your own brain, your own abilities, your own income, your own family, and your own experiences. Nobody else does. Not as well as you do. Now, people watch my videos and think they know me. They know my experience. They know everything about me, but they don't. There's tons and tons of things you don't know. So, don't worry so much. Don't worry about life so much. Don't worry about everything. Don't worry about what's going to happen. Get out there and do stuff. Like camping. I get a lot of comments from people saying, I can't do that anymore. I can't go out camping. Listen, if you can go out in a car to a supermarket and you can walk around a supermarket and fill your shopping trolley, and you can take that shopping trolley home and unpack it yourself without help, then you can go camping, because you just got to have lightweight gear or a camper van or a tent, basic tent out the back of your car. You could probably do it at a campsite, and it's a different feeling. And you don't have to stay overnight. Do a day camp. Get there early. Do what I did the other night. Take a tin of chili and just enjoy it. God, I'm glad I put that light on. Because if I didn't, I wouldn't know where I was. Admittedly, I do have a search and rescue light on my head, so I would find it. That's what this thing's for. Finding people. Finding vans. It's lighting my van up like a Christmas tree. Look at it. The camera's probably not picking that up, but it is. So my message is, stop being afraid of absolutely everything. And please, just because you're afraid, don't project your fear. Oops. Don't project your fear onto other people and expect them to also be afraid. It just doesn't work like that. Not for me anyway. I see those comments and I'm just like, why do I do it? Because I can. Why do people want to be astronauts and risk going into space where life is impossible? Why do people dive to the bottom of the ocean? Okay. You could be unprepared and go with a cheap broken submarine like those poor buggers did going down to the Titanic. But you know what? They probably didn't even realize it happened. It happened so quickly, microseconds, that they wouldn't have known. And they were down there enjoying it. I guarantee you the first couple of hours was just, what an adrenaline rush. And they don't know any better. They're dead. So what's the worst that can happen? You're going to die anyway. So have a good time. That's what I'm saying. Don't do anything ridiculously careless and risk your life. I mean, have a plan, have backups, and have a safety net. I've always got a safety net. I've got an EPIRB with me, my emergency locator beacon. It's in my back pocket. I've got my phone. I've got Starlink on the van. I've got a ton of food in there. I carry a knife with me. Bear spray, 2 cans of bear spray in there. Wolf spray, wolf horn. And also try and project confidence, and then people will see that. Animals see it. I learned that from having dogs and being around dogs. They know who's boss. They can tell if you're an alpha. They can also tell if you're nervous and afraid and fearful. They detect that. Just like I think humans detect it. They pick on the weak. They pick on the vulnerable. Don't be the weak and vulnerable. Don't be a victim. And that's how I brought Brandon up, my son. Never to be a victim. Don't blame everybody else for your failures.
or your mistakes, if things truly go wrong for you through no fault of your own, I say to Brandon, then I'm going to be there for you and we'll work it out and I'll help you. But if it's your mistake, your screw up, then, you know, don't be a victim. This is a lovely cigar. So yeah, it's just a message of positivity. That's it really. One last thing. Cheers. Oh man, that's got cold quickly. Actually, what is the temperature? I'm sure it's now way below zero. I can feel it on my fingers because they keep going numb. Sports. Lewis Hamilton in a Ferrari testing. So Formula One. Now, they're all sandbagging. You don't know what's going on. I don't know. By the way, this video is not coming out until... Gosh, when will this video come out? This is the 4th video. First one just came out today, and it's March 3rd today? March 2nd. This video is coming out pretty much April, end of March, April. So cut me some slack, as usual. I don't know what's going to happen, but from all of the talk, I would say right now, because Lewis Hamilton said they've got work to do, and something with the times don't look quite right. I think Red Bull isn't in a great place, but McLaren hasn't said a word, not a peep. Now, why is the camera gone all dark on me here? What's happened here? Oh, it's just the front screen, sorry. McLaren hasn't said a peep, so I'm thinking, are McLaren performing well? Mercedes have the drivers have indicated that the car is a step in the right direction. I don't think they're necessarily overly confident. But I wasn't detecting that much confidence from Ferrari, to be honest. Look, obviously I want Lewis Hamilton to do really well with Ferrari, but I don't know. It's too early to tell. We won't know until qualifying. We just won't. We won't know until qualifying in the first race, which is it Bahrain or is it Australia this year? I can't remember. I think it might be Australia. Used to be Australia. So, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. I think that's enough for cigar time. I've got to work out now. I've got to sit at the computer, plan what to do tomorrow, where to drive to, find some activities. I'm going to plan all my way back. And when I get to Seaward, I want to go out and do whale watching. Either I do that on a kayak to go and see orca, but I can see orca at home. We get orca in the bay where I live. I want to see big whales, so not in a casino sense. So I'm going to go and I've got to sort that out, but I need to sort out some stop-off points on the way, where to camp, and some activities to do, because I want to do more activities. Again, by the time you're watching this, I'm already back in New Zealand. So don't give me suggestions. There's no point writing in the comments, oh, you should do this, or go to here, go to this. I'm already back in New Zealand, and I won't be coming back to Alaska anytime soon, because there's other places I want to go. So it could be a few years before I come back to Alaska. I just don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Next time I might change my plans and come to Alaska at last minute, when I know there's a big bunch of snowstorms coming, just to experience it. But I still want to do Canada again. I love Canada. I really do. So I'd love to go back to Canada. I love the BC, Alberta area. I'm just in love with that place. I really am. Canada is one of those areas of Canada. That's one of my favorite places on earth. I love it. And now I love Alaska as well. The people have been so friendly here. They're lovely. They're so chilled out and they're so adventurous as well. I tell you, you guys do things right. It's very, very similar to New Zealand in that respect. It really is. It's just Alaska is vast. There's a lot to do here as well, but New Zealand has a lot to do, but New Zealand is tiny compared to the US, and it's small compared to Alaska. All right, everyone, I'm going to bring you back at bedtime when I've warmed up my lovely van. And the reason you probably see my computer is open in there, a couple of shots, is because I'm still uploading. Starlink sucks for uploading. It just does, but it's better than not having anything. But it still sucks for uploading. I don't know why that is. Starlink Mini is even slower. Probably they're regulated by the FCC, how much they can broadcast, how powerful they can make the antennas. So, will it improve? I hope so one day when there's enough satellites. Alaska doesn't have a lot of satellites over it, I think. So it takes me on Starlink here, Starlink Mini, takes me almost 3 days to upload a video. My videos are huge. And I'm not changing that. I'm not going to change the channel. They're going to be long videos. I'll keep cigar time in there. It just is. This is just what my channel is about. You can skip all the bits you don't like and you can see the camping stuff. I will always have the camping things. All right, everyone, bring you back at dinner time. Bedtime. Bedtime. Oh, too much cracking. Cheers, everybody. This is the life. And I'm going to see if there's an aurora tonight. Usually kicks off after sort of 9 p.m. Oh, right, everybody, it's late. I was working a lot. Got a lot done. Still uploading my video. It just takes forever. Right, so tomorrow, I want to just look at this campground just beside us. So tomorrow morning we'll do that after coffee. And then we'll head off. I want to go into the national park on the way down towards Seaward. Kenai, I think it's called. Yeah. So we're going to hit that up. And I'm going to see what other things are on the way. Unless something major happens, which I don't think it will, because no one has turned up at all. I've had this place to myself. It's a bit creepy. I'll see you in the morning. Night, everybody. Oh. Morning, world. Oh. Looks like it's going to be a nice day. Excellent. Coffee time. Let's see what the temperature is. -6. Not so bad. Oh, it's cold when you open those curtains. Right, we're going to crank the heating up. I had it on pretty cool last night. 17. This is a silly system. It should just be a dial. You can just change the temperature. All right, let's get dressed. Coffee. On the road again. Got a map. I'm going to work out where I'm going today. There's National Park. Kenai, I think it's called.
Good old school nap. And I will see what there is out there and bring you back when we're ready to hit the road. Okay, so we are here at Harding Lake and we're going to drive down State Highway 2. We're going to have a look at Delta Junction, see what's going on there, and then come down Route 4, which I think is the Richardson Highway, and that will take us across the Alaska Ranges. The Alaska Range. We should be able to see all these mountains and see if there's somewhere around here to camp and go and check out these glaciers. See what's going on with these glaciers. So that's the plan today. The other side of the map perspective, we're here at Harding Lake. That's where I said we're going to go down to the Alaska Range. We've gone so far from Anchorage up through Talkeetna, Denali Park, up to Fairbanks, and then we went up. Oh gosh, where did we go? We went up to the Arctic Circle, so we took the Steese Highway up here, and we went to the Arctic Circle sign, and then we took an unmanned. Oh, did we go on the Dalton Highway? Oh, actually, no. Maybe we went the other way. Yes, we went up here, sorry. Not that way. We went up this way. That's right. We went up the Dalton Highway. We drove all the way up here, and we stopped at Coldfoot. We spent the night at Coldfoot, and then we turned around. Look at the size of Alaska. We just did that, and that's 1,000 miles. Over 1,000 miles that we've done, 1,200 miles. Look at the size of Alaska. Look at this. There's no highways here. You've got to fly into a lot of places, lots of signs for airports. It's just vast. Anyway, we're coming down here now. And we're going to go down the Richardson Highway, cut across, back through Anchorage, and we're going to head down to Seward, down here at the Kenai Fjords National Park, and that's where we're going to do some activities, and it might be snowing. And look, here's Kodiak Island. It's just massive. Look at this. It goes all the way over here at the Bering Sea, and then look, there's Russia. Ulen, very close to Wales. Yeah, look, so close to Russia. Cool. Right, coffee time, and then we can get going. We're off. Thank you, Harding Lake. Now, I wanted to go and look at the campground. So we'll just go and briefly see if we can actually get over that snowdrift. Well, where the snowplowers worked. One thing you need to know is that you can't dirty windscreen, because you can't use the windscreen wipers because it will freeze. It's -6 outside and it will freeze instantly on the screen, and then you're in real trouble. So you don't use the spray, you just have to put up with the dirty windscreen. I guess you could add loads and loads of windscreen wash with glycolon, but it's pretty bad stuff. This was a lovely spot. Apart from that one truck that was here when I got here, and they left, that family, no one else has come in here at all, which just surprises me. So this is the little, this is the campground officially. So where that big stack of snow that the snowplowers pushed up. No, I do not want to drive off of the road here. So, and it's a big campground. Can you get to it? You can't. It's all under snow. But look, I'd recommend coming here definitely, because it's a lovely quiet spot. I'm sure it's not that quiet in summer. Nowhere is here, but It looks like plenty of spaces to park up, plenty of camp spots. And you got the lake. Be nice in spring. Oh well. Gosh, they had a good dump of snow on the left here. There's a meter of snow up here. Yeah, definitely 3-4 feet. Oh, that would have been a major event. Imagine being here, camped here when that happens. Then what do? You are stuck here until they come and dig you out. So you do have to be careful. I think I am glad actually that I haven't had these snowstorms because I'm not set up for it. If I was a local and I didn't have any time constraints and I had my own vehicle, it was 4-wheel drive with chains and everything else and had lots of capability, then maybe I would. Like, what's that channel? Truckhouse Life? Then I would. Alright, we're back out onto the Richardson Highway. We've got just 1 hour. I think it's 54 miles to Delta Junction. Go there, find a cafe, have a coffee. It's telling me my forward collision alarm needs servicing. Yeah, get to Delta Junction, have a coffee, then ask people there, how'd you get into the park, where can you camp, blah, blah, blah. Try and get some local knowledge. Try and find out where all the moose are, because I want to see a moose. It's another one to tick off the list. In Canada last year, I didn't see any moose, I saw nothing. Did I see caribou? I think I saw caribou, that was about it. Alright, so on the left, that goes to Canada. So this is what Delta Junction is. It's basically the split, the fork in the road. Left goes to Canada, that's Highway 2, and we're carrying on south on 4, which is Richardson? Yeah. Okay, here we go. Looks like I might have found a cafe. Canada border left. Well, we're not going there. Granite View. There's a restaurant, but that doesn't look very appealing, I'm afraid. No. Delta Junction. No, bit naff. It is what it sounds like. It's not very appealing at all. At least not what I've seen so far. Sorry. There's nothing at Delta Junction. Don't plan on stopping here. There is fuel. There's about 6 fuel stations and a couple of restaurants, but it's not a scenic spot at all. Alright, we push on and we see if we can find a cafe somewhere on the road. Jake said there were roadhouses all along here. Hopefully he knows what he was talking about. I'm going past some sort of military installation. It looks very, very serious. Guard towers and stuff, and there's tanks outside. Oh, Fort Greely, US Army. Wow, that looks very, very serious. There's signs everywhere. Warning, not to enter, restricted area, and there's live firing ranges around here as well. Okay, I guess we're not stopping at Fort Greely. Okay, next stop, I don't know where there's any cafes or roadhouses, but I'm going to the Castner Glacier Ice Cave. It's 40 miles south, so we'll go there, check that out, see what that's about, and I probably want to end up camping somewhere around there. Wow, look at the Alaska Range in front of us. Holy moly! You just come around this corner and suddenly there it is. Wow, that's beautiful. This road is so quiet.
There's hardly anybody on it. Once you get past the junction that turns off to Canada, once you get onto this section, number 4, it's just deserted. I haven't seen a car or a truck or anything for quite a while. I guess they all go up the other way, the Parks Highway. The pipeline is over here on the left. I just keep getting glimpses of it. The Glacier is up ahead, 36 miles. We're going to go and find this cave. It's the Castner Glacier, and I think it's about a 2.5 mile walk along the glacier to find this ice cave. I hope it's there. I think a lot has happened to this glacier over the years, so fingers crossed it's still there. There's definitely, if you look ahead at the range, the Alaska range, something going on with the weather, and it feels ominous outside. The temperature's gone up a bit. It's 3 degrees now, but something about the cloud and stuff, I don't know if it's meant to snow. I don't know what we're driving into, but we'll see. I don't mind a bit of snow, just not loads and loads. Right, Castner Glacier Ice Cave, here we come. This is just jaw-droppingly beautiful. It makes the Parks Highway look quite boring. Look at this. What? This is one of the most beautiful views from a road I have ever seen. I mean, it's right up there with New Zealand, and the Southern Ranges. Just apparently there's a view spot somewhere up here. I can pull over and we'll take a picture. Here we go. Because this is pretty special. Holy moly. Let me go outside and show you. It's so windy. Oh, listen to the wind out here. Oh man, it's brutal. But look at this. Come on. That's just insane. That is epic. The Alaska Range. Excuse the wind noise. It just wraps all the way around. It's incredible. See what I mean about this cloud? And there's a lot of cloud up there at the glacier. I can zoom right in. Look at that. Oh, it's cold. Okay, let's get back in. Okay, right, let's get going. I think I'm the only one here on the highway. Oh, look, here's the pipeline. So it's going under the road. And those are the thermosiphons sticking out of the ground on the right and the left. And they're attached to the pipeline sitting on those. And those thermosiphons stop the heat from melting the permafrost. So it transfers the heat up to those siphons and it dissipates. So we just went over the Alaska pipeline. You can see it disappearing all the way in the distance there. Cool. Oh, can't get enough of this view of the glaciers up ahead. Wowza. Right, I just went flying past the car park. The Google Maps was wrong. So I've got to find somewhere to turn around and go back to it. What a nightmare. It is very wintry here, I have to say. It's cold. They've had a massive dump of snow here. So this should be interesting. I hope I can get to the glacier. Maybe I have to put snowshoes on, I don't know. I've got to Google all this stuff while I'm here. So first I've got to find a place to turn around and get back to that car park. Turned around. Okay, so going back to the car park. It just suddenly comes up to you. There's no signs before it. It's just a sign at the actual car park at the back. So unless you're unless you know what you're doing, you're gonna go flying past it. And I'll show you what I mean. There's two cars, or there were two cars parked there when I just went past it. So maybe they've gone to the glacier as well, I don't know. Oh, there it is up ahead. And there's the pipeline on the left. Okay, here we go. And this is the car park. So what I'm going to do, I'll turn around in here and reverse up. And then we'll get going. I've got to Google first where everything is, because I don't know. I don't know where I'm meant to be going, but I'm assuming these other people are here doing the same thing. All right, let's get ready for a walk on the glacier. Okay. Ready for the off. Right, so, see, I'm parked at the Castner Glacier parking. Must be up there somewhere. Now the problem is you've got to walk along the road, but there's not much traffic. All right, let's get there. So you walk to this bridge. Oh look, there's the pipeline in the distance. Above ground here. So you walk to this bridge and I think you turn right and you've got this creek. I just went past people, everybody with their backpacks. I don't know what they've got in their backpacks. Emergency supplies, food, drinks. Maybe. I've got my EPIRB protein bar. And I guzzled a litre of isotonic before setting off. And I'm wearing my guide jacket. If it gets cold, I've got a hood. And I've got fingerless gloves on. But I checked the forecast, there's nothing much coming in at all. This cloud just looks weird. Okay. I need to find the turn off. Here it is. This must be it. Because this seems to be where everybody has walked down. There's no signage anywhere, which I find kind of odd. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to put a sign up. Oh no, someone's dropped a headlamp. I wonder if that was the people in front of me. Maybe it was. There's an Indian couple in front of me. I'll give it back to them. Right, so I think it's about 2 miles. And it must be up there. Wow, without sunglasses on, you would go snow blind very quickly. It's a really weird light. Very flat. When you try and take your sunglasses off, it's just you can't make out anything at all. So definitely sunglasses or goggles. 100% must. Woo! Okay, we're almost there. Just bumped into a guide who had a couple from Thailand. He was taking up there. He said the ice cave used to be a lot further away up the mountain, but it's been collapsing over the years and now it's come all the way down. Soon, I guess, there won't be an ice cave. That's a shame, but yeah, it's collapsing as it's warming up. So I guess if you want to see the ice cave, you better get here and see it soon. This is March 2025. Be interesting to know when the ice cave is no more. Right, so we've gone just over 2 kilometers. And apparently I'm almost there. Oh, here it is. Holy moly. Is this it? Yeah, this must be it. Good Lord. Look at this. Incredible. All right, let's find out who dropped this headlamp. Beautiful. Oh yeah, this will be gone soon. Wow, check this out. Oh, this is pretty cool. Let me change mode. Look at all this ice in the middle. This whole thing is collapsing. Wow, this is amazing. Can't believe I'm under an actual glacier. Look at this ice. Imagine how old this is. Oh, I wonder how far back this thing goes. I can hear water. Let's put my light on and see. Yeah, I can hear water rushing in the back here. Wow, this goes on and on. Ooh. This is mega spooky. Oh, you've got to come and check this out. I'm not going to go that much further. Not without my super duper headlamp on. Cool. It's a really strong sound of rushing water here. Anne would absolutely hate this. She would not come in here. Just no way. It's very, very thick ice. Look at this ice. I can see rocks in there. You can actually see big rocks in the ice, huge rocks. Yeah, there's a river flowing through there. I can hear it running so loud, listen. Hey, I'm having to crouch very low to get even this far. But this is as far as I can get without crawling. So it's right through there. Okay. Let's go then. That was cool. Another item on my bucket list ticked off. Going in a glacier. Oh, the sparkling of the ice crystals. I'm using my iPhone. Maybe I should have bought my headlamp. But that might have made me go further in, which I didn't want to do. These slabs of ice. That is crazy. Unbelievable. Honestly, this place keeps amazing me. You can see so far into the ice. Oh, I recommend this before it's gone.
You've got to come and check it out. Now, I'm sure I'm going to be flooded with comments. Oh, it's so dangerous. Don't go in there. Probably, but you only live once. Look at this ice here. I mean, look how thick these chunks are. Look, it's up to me here. Just huge, huge chunks of ice. Wow, this ice is slippery. Wow, that was absolutely amazing. It's a shame it's collapsing, but I guess obviously it's going to move down as the glacier moves down. You can see it all mixed in with the rocks. Now, is that rock or is that ice? That's ice. Look at that. It's so shiny. This is one of the most amazing things I think I've ever seen. Damn it. I could have camped in here. No, that's probably definitely a silly thing to do. Camp in an active glacier. A whole lot could come crashing down on you in the middle of the night. Look at this. This is what it's riding down on. This layer. The glacier is sitting on this and it's pushing the whole thing. This layer here is in between this slab of ice up here and this slab of ice here. So this whole layer is being ground down the mountain. I've never seen anything like it. Very cool. Right, well, been there, done that. Look at this. Look at that line. Look at that line of rock in the ice. Look at that. How old is that? How old is it? I can't even tell. Jesus. This is just insane. Wow. And then this is the snow falling off the top of it. And then you've got all this snow coming off the top here as well. It's just staggeringly beautiful. How deep is this? Wow. All right, I'm going to take a couple of photos and then head back. I still can't get over this thing. How old is this cave? Someone's going to have to put in the comments how old the cave is. Gosh, when you step off the trail, I tell you, snow is so deep. Yeah, someone's going to have to Google it, tell me, put it in comments. I'm sure there'll be 2,000 comments about how old this cave and this glacier is. It's very rough down here. This is all ice. So for perspective, it's way up there. How high is this? This is to the top of there. That thickness there is about 20 feet, maybe a bit more than 20 feet. Yeah, about 25 feet. That's how deep this is. And it's just grinding its way down this mountain. Crazy, absolutely crazy. What a bucket list item to tick off. Alaska is just delivering, it really is. I just need a moose. A moose and wolves, that's what I need now. Look at this. So blue. So that's the creek over there. That's where that rushing water was. I was under that bit over there. And the rushing water is buried deep beneath the ice there. All right. Oh, okay, heading back now. I'm like a kid in a candy store in Alaska, honestly.
There's just so much stuff. It's so cool. This is just... Look at that. You could walk past it not realizing what it was if it was covered in snow. You'd probably have to dig your way in or dig your way out. If you took refuge in there, I don't know, you could be quite warm. You could light a fire in there. I mean, it's moving at a very slow rate, but I wouldn't stay in there for that long. Wowza. Amazing. Amazing. Right. I don't know what prints these are going off up there. Dog? Wolf? Don't know. Don't think anyone's bringing their dogs here. Yeah. Actually, yeah, let's just go and look and see if that water comes out. I think that's where other people... Oh, no, this is too deep. Hang on. Ugh. Okay, so somewhere here... Ooh, look. Look at that blue in the background there. That long chunk of ice. Okay, so I walked all the way over there underneath it. So that water is rushing through here down this creek. Yeah. Okay. See you back at the van. Got to walk this way just to get to back to the track. I just stepped off the path, just 1 foot, and it went up to my hip. It's so deep. So this has got to be about 1 meter deep. This snow, 3-4 foot deep easily. Because I guess we're still on the glacier, or parts of it. I don't know, but it's very deep. Look where people have accidentally gone off. Right, I think we've got about another, just over 1 kilometre to go. Yeah, it wasn't 2 miles in the end. It's a bit less than that because obviously the cave keeps moving down the hill. So it's getting closer and closer to the road. Alright, bring you back at the van. Oh, right, back in the van. That was 3.2 miles for those who are interested. A lot closer. It used to be, that's 3.2 miles round trip. It used to be apparently over 2 miles. Well, of course it did, but over 2 miles to get to it. So yeah, it's come a lot closer very rapidly. Right, we've got to go and find a campground. I'm not going to stay here tonight by the road. We'll find a campground and bring you back for hopefully somewhere where I can have a fire and enjoy some decent dinner. Right now though, I'm just going to chug another isotonic drink and get on the road. All right, we're off. Thank you very much, Castner. C-A-S-T-N-E-R Glacier. That was epic. You've got to give that a go. Superb. Right, now what I want to do is the pipeline is on the right, and I think there'll be some camping up here because there's a Delta River. The Delta River is over there. I'm sure there'll be some camping around there. I hope there is. Fingers crossed there's a side road or something. So I'll bring you back when I've worked out where it is I'm going to go. Alright, this is going to drive me crazy. I don't know if you can hear this pinging. There's a faulty sensor somewhere and it's saying service electronic parking brake. I mean, what do you want me to do? It's flashing on and on and on and off. And it's whenever I drive over slushy snow, this thing starts going off again. Oh my god. If it does this for 300 miles, it's going to drive me mad. I tried turning it off, turn the engine off, open the door, blah blah blah, and it came back again as soon as I drove over slushy stuff. I mean, the parking brake works. It's just this stupid flipping van has got these service things. Oh, there's no way to stop the alarm when it does. It stops now, but the second I hit slushy snow, it's going to beep at me again. Right, I haven't found anywhere to camp yet. We seem to be in a very tundra environment now with no trees. I guess we're quite high altitude as well. But this is, we're coming through the Alaska Range, so this is the lower pass. And it's just, there's just nothing here. So I guess we might have to camp after the range. But fingers crossed I'll find something. I always do. Even if I do have to camp by the side of the road, which I really don't want to do. There was a lake back there that I probably could have got to if I'd had four-wheel drive, but it just didn't look right. The access road, and this has been stuck now a few times in not very deep snow, to be honest, because it's front-wheel drive, and yeah. So I'm not going to take the risk. So onwards. Still going. The binging has stopped for now. On the right here is Summit Lake, and it's vast and completely frozen over. I see ski tracks, snow machine tracks everywhere here. People having lots of fun in the snow. The ice fields are just incredible to behold with the sun on them. You should be getting a glimpse of it now just on the right. Look at that. I'm assuming they're covered in ice all year. Very impressive. This lake is impressive. This is staggeringly beautiful. But I need to find a camp spot. Oh, I'm struggling here to find anywhere. I also just don't trust this van to drive much off-road into the snow and get stranded. I really wish it had four-wheel drive. Okay. Hopefully, next time you see me, I'm at a camp spot. I've pulled into an area. There's no name for this place. There's a couple of toilets there, but they look like they're locked and it's closed up. And there's a viewing area here for a stream that's right here. But that's all snowed under as well. But this is probably the best I'm going to get right now. Otherwise, I'm going to drive over an hour. And then I'm in a town, and I don't want to do that. I want to stay in the wilderness and look at this. This is what I want. There's no trees, but whatever. I could probably even have a little fire here by the side of the van later on in the evening. There's no traffic on this highway, so I think this will do. It's so quiet. I just saw a ranger go past, and that was it. Now, in other news, the parking brake is completely... Parking brake's broken. Let's try that again and see what happens. Okay. Oh, now it works. It was just having a meltdown. Right, everybody. I'm going to get sorted here, get everything laid out, and then just relax a bit. I might have a walk around, show you outside, and then we'll bring you back for dinner. Oh, okay. Let's have a look around. Yeah, so these toilets are obviously inaccessible and probably locked. Yeah. So I'm parked by a creek or a stream of some sort.
I could probably use my snowshoes to walk to the end of this viewing platform. I'd probably sink in it now if I tried to walk in it. Let's try. Someone else has walked on it. Oh no, that works. Wow, look at this stream. Closed to salmon fishing. Wow, what, there's salmon in here? Let's have a look. I don't know what time of year that happens, that there's salmon. The incredible edible salmon. Each summer salmon travel as far as 300 miles up the pristine Copper River watershed to spawn. Copper River salmon are world renowned. Their rich flavour and nutritional value, but the Copper River doesn't get all the credit. Its tributaries are equally as important. Wow. Well, oh, the water's so clear. This is absolutely beautiful. Gosh, what animal has caused that? There are some weird tracks down here. Yeah. Very weird tracks. I wonder what animal is that? Huh. Oh well. Can I see any fish in there? No. Not at this particular spot. But look at where I am. It's a raven flying overhead. Look at this. I've got it all to myself. Oh, there's the pipeline in the background there. I hope no one else pulls in here, because I do love having these places to myself. I am very greedy. Look at this. Oh, come on. That sound. This is beautiful. I am so lucky, I really am. I managed to somehow find these spots. Right, I'm going to chill out. Probably have a zesty. And then bring you back later. Welcome back everybody. I'm just sitting here chilling, having some Dr. Pepper, and it's just occurred to me, this footage that I've got just for this one video is so long, and I'm going to have to trim it right down. So I'm going to leave it here for this video. And then when we bring it back for part 5, it'll be me tonight, hopefully having a fire outside the van, cooking, and then going on to our next adventures. So thanks again for following this Alaska series. I hope you're all enjoying it. Thank you again to all our likes and subscribes, all of our YouTube members, Patreon members, all of our Buy Me a Coffee members. Thank you so much. And everyone who's bought merch, thank you again. And also thank you to everybody over on the Facebook groups and the Instagram and X followers. You're all awesome. I'm having so much fun doing this, and I hope you guys are all learning something, and I hope you're all enjoying it as well. And I will be bringing you back in the next video, part 5, this evening. We're going to do a fire. We're going to cook up some great food. We're going to grab a cigar, and then we're going to head south. And we've got a lot of activities planned. So thanks again, everybody. And see you again soon from Tony with AB Camping. Bye, everybody.